hata katika county government, national government iweze kuangalia, kwa sababu tukiangalia katika taswira hapa town hakuna vijana wetu wenyeji, inaweza kuwa hata ni mchungu wa kunaye kwa sababu hao ni wenyeji na hakuna kazi wanapata. Tukija kuwala sasa huko inaenda sisi sasa tunaopia
sisi tulisema kazi yetu ni maendeleo, na kama wewe hutaki maendeleo pole sana, tutakufundisha kama kuilinda nini na serious, ndio tumesema baada ya miaka 5 hii dunia lazima ibadilike, wakuje waangalie hapa tuweze kuweka special economic zone ambayo itahusika na biashara ya ufugaji na biashara ya nyama na biashara ya ngozi, ili tuweze kutumia hii airport yenu hapa kusafirisha vifaa, and we want to make Isiolo the center of our livestock production and productivity.
Kila mara kwa mara napita pale na ile ndege ya helikopta, hata leo najua pale watu waingia kodani, wanasema wanataka kuhifadhi mazingira na mawe inaenda. Mazingira gani wanataka kuhifadhi? Hakuna.
Hao watu wa Kenya kwisha, msipochungana nao hii mawe itakwisha. Sijui kama mnanisikiza.
Wakasema wakichukua kiti watatunza msitu wa mawe.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Gumi county Isiolo rege pato tena ha naga radio galatoma gadda saninjela yara tariki sagali jikuna to kogan kum lamati fi dami sadi kara gababinatini jar county Isiolo in karatanak nangina guma walin taw warri findi go khesma warri gara siyasat gargar nambas gargaris mbasini isan mbasini khada warra dini duriyaw Malgis TV Malgis TV marsabetiti lori tokkarani lolle rabufatan jet odun rakabdan muntam Jarsa bala fawli amrito marro bille yaju in guya raja chiza hesati wana kakedu aksir kala tarkagam najal khaysumati tayni magada u county chufayu hesati soko burdo jarra kumsuni malimotalle namakum ashantami jaqor jet Garama maishallah wanga busalla radubate warri ministoot wuli amruto namakka minister murko min nifan gudduma ruto jechisa ka dulfes Ravana county meru kawira mangaza guya khale durabate eguma barchuma rabusan saman sanitota durati dubintent guya khare waga durabas amma sana achi tegeri barchuma debiti Galatoma gadda saninjara kharaba limatin walin turatin cha guya arnami siko peski makane nami siko peski makane waqo sariti galatoma gadda saninjara Galatoma ujona ini jalanka wanne tenta county Isiolo warri dini duri amarro ribillen karataka jari county Isiolo kes jiro khanjiratan county Isiolo marro ribille harafitina khasiyasatin gargarba ummalin warri fulumsuniti mana kenkana gar radio tinasa marro ribille ayu makorri jeruti Isiolo marro ribille tu gargarin baina te aka warri jeruti noini warri jirata county tana khara ballinna dinguyu khamu kharum dasta waliya malle Fulasoniti pasta Agostino khaisim marro ribille jechba aftak jetuti county tana marro ribille warri siyasa fitina gargarisa minbasini wanni huwani gargarisa fagesa khammalle war county tana walti akati Fulasoniti pasta Agostino kadubata khan ifsit guyara
sisi kama wakali wa Isiolo shida zetu ni moja na tuko mzima environment. Kwa hivyo wakati tulizoingia si kwa huyo Mungu peke yake kwa watu wote. Lakini wakati pia tunapromote amani, kukaa vizuri, pia tutafaidika. So ni yangu kwamba watu waweze kukaa amani na waweze kuheshimiana, na heshima wenzako na heshima mwingine na kupenda mwingine kama vile unajipenda, na hiyo itakuwa inaleta respect kwa kila mmoja.
warri dini guyarra diram kan kanuna samarro dibille fulumsunita korri jeruti warri siyasa gargaruma sanfage samarro tanafdu bisani wan iddo hakka iddo jetani gargar fagaatina Bishop Nziokalle fulumsani gul dabreman jedmarro ribille duba isani akkunkara wali shimtandiri teesani lakkasum wali shima akkasum wali injiraadha jedhu warri jiraata kaunti tana khadira marra nun asa Bishop Nzioka.
Ambaye ni freedom of religion and belief, uhuru wa dini na imani. Mwongozo wake ni kuhakikisha ya kwamba mahali tunaeneza ujumbe watu wanaelewa na wanaanza kuappreciate wale wengine, na matokeo yake ni kuwa na amani katika kaunti yetu na mawazo ambayo ama chuki ile ambayo inaenezwa ikipitia kwa dini iwe imekwisha, kwa sababu watu wameweza kujielewa wenyewe na wanaweza kuhakikisha ya kwamba kila mmoja anasikia akiwa huru katika mwongozo wetu. Na hiyo mwongozo una maana ya kwamba isipokuwa pengine kuna mahali watu wanajadiliana juu ya vitabu za dini kwa njia ya kuelewanwa, usiwe na vita ya kidini, kwa sababu kila mtu ako na haki kuamini vile anavyoamini, ila wewe mwenyewe unafikiria anaamini vibaya. Sasa shida ni kwamba hapo na haki yake na iko kwa sheria, na tukijua hivyo tutakuwa na amani sana, na hakuna mtu hata mwanasiasa hata kuja na mlengo wa dini kuweza kuja kuinsight watu katika mambo mbalimbali. Kwa hivyo tuna matumaini ya kwamba wale wametusikiza, yale ambao wamesikia tungefurahia sana kama wangeyashika, tutasema ya kwamba tumefanya kazi.
Sheikh Rashid Leni kha guya radu diram kana kusumnuna sainille wanjan marro didille isani warra jirata county isiolo marro didille du wallaga walino jadda jerman jannane no nami khamu yutaka marro tanafduba wal qabadna kasuma wal jalanna walino jachu malajat Sheikh Rashid Len kafla suni dubatak jaduti marro didille duba isani warra jirata county tana wanni sawallab danif to kullen jirachu malajat Fulumsaniti akkinni jedhu warri siyaasa gargarummaa isa fageessa tanaaf duuba karaa bal'innaati golino jaddaa jedhu warri kadiiram kan nuunaasa Sheikh Rashid illeen akkane.
Sasa badala ya kuleta magomvi na nini ingine, tusuluhishie maneno yetu kivyetu, tutolerate, tuvumiliane. Kwa sababu pengine yeye kuna sitima na mimi hapa sina sitima, pengine yako na maji hapo na mimi sina, so mpaka hata nipate, pengine mimi sina choo na yeye yako naye, so tunategemeana. Pengine hata unakosa chumvi, hata mambo mengine unakosa kibriti, hata kama wewe uko na nini, tunasemanga mtu ambaye anaishi Northern Frontier District ile Isiolo anakuanga headquarter hadi kwenda juu. Nasema one day one time, kama wewe ni tajiri, kama wewe ni maskini, kama wewe unaenda na gari, kama wewe unaenda mguu, tutapatana tu, kwa sababu unaenda na gari na mimi sina gari, natembea mguu na chunga ng'ombe, tunakutana kwa kichaka, gari yako nakoma hapo ndani, ile mtu hapo ana gari, lakini wakati mtanataka msaada kwake iko wazo hiyo anapita, unakuja na gari mapitiki mahali nyingine, tuko kwa NFT. So we need ile mtu ambaye anaishi hiyo kwa pengine wewe umekwama huko, hakuna barabara nini, umelala huko, alafu asubuhi iko ng'ombe hapo iko nini, unahitaji hiyo mtu, uende na ndege, uende na gari, uende mguu, tunasemanga sisi tunahitaji
Akumsuni marro dibille duwa warri guyya radu kana gare diona sadiram kana korri jeriti walri dini khara ballinatini akunkara khara ballin waliya jirtan kana kasum waliya jet fulumsuni ti warri sheekota korri kharatuti wanni siyasa wan gargarisa fageesati sanammo kara jirata county tanat khaysuma warri jirata county Isiolo di county ak Marsabit di county waltan tuchuftunu county armandurati wa misoma ka kadabdet duwata marro tanafudu bisani akhanani walul fait fatani walin ojjachu gabdani walum jalatani akunkara duri waliya kani wal jalat damale wani fitinan siyasa fan gargarisan basini wa waridini guyarra khanagare diona asai akhan karate
Gulten fulana tunchaka sujurtu naga radio orbo kuni mitabedi ibito programati susmi torba
wano ini sumbira yani ta jirani county tana de jiddu amma tana malgisi yokhani jiddu Marylatif Marsabit jidduti malgis fulalag malgis jaran kana lori arani akimani todo murakkab tanumtan mumbat Olorisum kezati orille la yurabu fatani janatuni orisum warri duwa khara odun takara balinat mumbat akimtuti warri sun warra qawwee qabkaa kanaanii horii sun illee saamee dabarreenii jedhan odun galgala kan nurra qabu.
Guuteen filata ittiin caqasuu jirtu nagaa reediyoo Oromoo Gumii miidhagdee dhibbi tokkoof lamaatiif suusni torba.
Yoon sun bira yaane jaarsi abba lafaa Wiliyaam Ruutoon guyyaarra oduu akka jecha akka baase guma warra man senatootaatiif kabungoota dur gadhuuf Wiliyaam Ruutoon guyyaarraa senatoota fi bungoota dura jecha waan keenyan kee jirtinaaf dhufe akka jedhu marroo dhibiilla duwaa keenyani ammatan karumdasaa deemu jira akka lafa akka hedduu dhibiyyoo wal bira qaban ilaalan inni fula sunii ka guyyaarra dubbata kimuuti waan eegee barcuma kan fudhate hojjate akka hedduu irra ibsa. Wiliyaam Ruutoon guyyaarra kaduuba jechi baase haasaa isa State of Nation jedhan guyyaarra gabba'ee dubbate warra senatootaatiif warra bulchoota bungoota duratti akka jedhutti amma tanaatti sirkaalii keenya karaa bal'innaatiin waan gargaraama maayishaalee irra dubbachuu jirraa jedha. Akkuma sun inni akkimutti gardee libaasichaa amma sirkaalii keenya harka qaba hojjaa gargannii ganni tokko bahaan kan hojii jirkunu baay'ee deeni liqii alachuuf laayyuu obbaafannee jedha. Wiliyaam Ruutoon akkimutti hojii akka hedduullee ijoollee kaimallee laayyuu qoranii jedha. Akkasumatti lakkimutti ijaarruun mana taa'armaan dur inni maqara taalleen karaa deemumaa jedha. Tulleen akkinni himutti ijoollee kaimaa nama kumchantama gaachuuf yaayyuu hojii qorree jedha. Akkuma sun Wiliyaam Ruutoon guyyaarraa jalqabatee waan jedhe marroo dhibiilla duubnuuni amma sana garaama akka hedduu waan liqee alata nurra fedhan duubta akka hedduu baafachuuf jirraa jedha. Tullee waan itti nu qophaa'u jedhu Wiliyaam Ruutoon guyyaa arram ammallee akkuma sun dabreetti nak jedhutti sirkaalii yooyyuu egerii gannii kunoo bahe yookaan jikudha lama kamiishayyuu karaa bal'innaatiin sirkaalii waan cuuf harka qabaa jedha Ruutoon guyyaa arra jalqabee.
We have expanded digital provision of public services to encompass 13,000 services to date. And it is my commitment to ensure full digitization by the end of next month. Our decision to enhance efficiency and integrity in the provision of government services has gone a long way to improve revenue collection. Working with the private sector, we launched the local assembly of affordable smartphones last week in Athiriba. Digitization and automation enhance service delivery and citizen satisfaction, and also assures greater accuracy, transparency and accountability, and reduces opportunity for corruption in the course of transacting with government ministries, departments, and agencies.
Jaarsa balafaa Wiliyaam Ruutoon dabree waan jarmarroo dhibiille duuba nuyi warra karaa hamaan nam fidu. Bulchoota akka amaamtu cufaayyuu waan warri amaamtu warri hojjetu amma tanaatti gari bulchoota beese gumboo nyaatta beese gumii bal Ruutoon guyyaarra duuba senatoota dura dubbata kimutti nami karaa hamaan horii biyya balleessu kan horii warra keenyaa balleessu. Kana maachi tegir sirkaalee riin qaqqaba kan kub qabaadha jedhu warri bulchoota afaan namchuuf hin qaqqabanii jedhe yeroo hojjatu bulchaa feete yookaan gabanaa yookaan waan feetaa illee tum namchuuf irra jirti jedhe. Akkuma suni yaayyuu keessa hima kinni jedhutti hara korrapshonni yookaan waan gumboo kanallee hin dikkeessinaa jedhe keenya keessatti.
Corruption, honorable members, wastage, inefficiency, and negligence are serious threats to our transformation agenda and unacceptable practice that has no place in our nation. I have given my firm assurance to the people of Kenya that cases of misconduct and corruption shall be dealt with ruthlessly, with finality, and expeditiously. I ask this honorable House to finalize the Assets Declaration and Conflict of Interest Bill to further tighten our anti-corruption policy framework and eliminate space for those who want to steal our money.
Jaarsa balafaa Wiliyaam Ruutoon dabree ammallee akkuma suni waan egar misooma harka qabulle irra dubbate. Akka inni himutti amma tanaa sirkaalii mootummaa keenyaa gar barannoota illee qophaa'u jira jedhe. Inni fulumsuniitti akka himutti yaadi sirkaalaa gara barannoota kan kaasicha waan qaran harka qam jedhe. Amma tanaa sirkaalii isaa akka inni himutti nama maalimota aga khum shantami jala yuji kore dabrjet tulleni khara tokkanu duba dame barannota tinjajjabe sinu jede William Ruto nguyarrak khanibs.
In keeping with our commitment, 56,750 new teachers have been employed. I'm sure the Honorable member can confirm this. While 8,200 primary school teachers who are retrained to equip them with capacity to effectively deliver learning and teaching at junior school levels. With changes to the entry requirements for teacher training colleges, admission has increased by 300% to now 20,456 trainees. I was privileged to be in Kwale last week to open the Kwale Teacher Training College, which had only less than 100 students a few months ago. And when I went there, the principal told me that the numbers have increased 4 times.
Rutoni akumsungul dabre wangara misoma county chufanyu kwesato jechung mala tanalle radubat. William Ruto fulumsuni tak jeruti program mini minjarisa ta kara nijal kawatsani arkuma kamnajet akin nijaruti program minjarisa kana khaisati jolle khaima namkhum shantamati holi uji korre dabarrejet Ruto fulumsuni ka gul dabre dubatak kini muti program to program kar armandura tak kinne magara uti jolle khaima karkarto jet inni fulasuni tak kimuti jolle khaima namkum shantamati hol kar uji korre dabarrakum sum program tungan chufin demti jetamin jarisa.
The proliferation of slums in our urban areas indicate the extent of this serious problem and the urgency with which it must be addressed to enable Kenyans have greater choice in leading safe and healthy lives affordably. Low supply of affordable housing units in Kenya is acute, making rent a huge component of the cost of living for many households. The increase in affordable housing units is a strategic intervention to not only supply affordable dwellings for Kenyans, but also as a means to reduce the cost of living. 3 categories of program. Social housing at 3%. So even the people in the social space, they also deserve to get 3%. Those in the affordable housing space will get 6% and 9% for the people in the market category. The affordable housing program has received tremendous support from county governments across Kenya. And I want to thank governors, and I know the chair of the Council of Governors is here, through her, all governors who have worked with us to make sure that this program becomes a reality. The construction of 46,792 units in various parts of Kenya is already underway, while another 40,000 are ready to commence in a couple of weeks. 50,000 Kenyans are working. People who are previously unemployed, they are now engaged directly and indirectly in this enterprise. And the numbers will significantly increase as the projects move into the next phase and as we roll out many more units. A total of 746,795 housing units are in the pipeline as I talk to you under various stages of delivery.
Akum sumbul dawrewan jermarro duba hauji akka iddu arka qaban hima mallak jiruti ujini keessumatti sirkaalee mootummaa harka qabu uji dandeettee garaama maayishaalee dandeenye bultii duuba gannaa waggaa keessa gaddeebifnuu jedhe inni akkimuutti waan akka hedduu sirkaalii irraa hojjechuu jira ammallee ammatan duuba obsuu qabaachuu maltanii jedhu William Rutoon guyyaa irra duuba man senatootatii fi warra bulchoota bungoota duraatti gabba'e waan keenyan kee jirtu odees biyyaatti odees Rutoon akka inni himutti marroo dhibille duuba kauntii 47 keessa sirkaalii mootummaa keenyaa fuula cuffaa waan sokko dhibba furin jaari jedha akka warra beesharaa harkol qabaniif.
Let me also say, we are constructing 400 markets across Kenya to provide mama boda with a dignified working environment, complete with water, electricity, and other amenities. And I want to thank members of this House for participating in various ways and working with us and also with the counties in identifying the right locations for these markets.
Fulana kulitumchakasu jirtu nagaa radio orbo kuni mitatadei bitoko fulamati susmi torba
Egi jechisaati jari akka iddoo guddum gabbaa'ettini William Rutoon waan akka iddoo duuba ulfinna dubbat jedhee namii akka iddoon nama ajaarsa balafaa William Ruto jechisa guyyaa irraa gudduma ulfees. Ministaan dame ijaarroo karaa ilaalchitochu kichuma murkomen namtokka duuba minister William Ruto karum duraati inni filate kichuma murkomen fulumsuni kadu bayak jedhu William Ruto waan akka hedduu maqada wanno kunchuk waan osferaati marro tanaaf duuba ulfinna qab jedhee gudduma innilleen Ruto ulfees ammoo saanduraatti jarii jiraata keenya namni akka hedduuni waan gudduma wanni warri guddumi sirra eeg akka amma tanatti sila wanni maisha kufaan gabbuut guddisan irra eegatan haa ta'u malee ammoo jarii is waliin jirka keessumatti bulchoota jarii isaa kun jaruma amnamtallee ulfinna isaa kennuu jiru William Ruto ulfin kennan.
For purpose of implementation of the bottom-up economic agenda. And I like the fact that in his speech, he is accounting for every sector, even though that's, 1 hour is a very short time to do all the sectors, but he's accounting sector by sector, but on the main issues that really define bottom-up, the things that affect Mama Mboga, the people of Boda Boda, the issues that are related to making sure that you are going to turn around the cost of living. And I think in this 1 year, we can giving credit to the president. He has laid a firm foundation for us to be able now to build on in this second year. By the time he's going to give his next year State of the Nation address, I think we can now give statistics and figures of the turnaround in the economy, but also on issues that are related to infrastructural development.
Firm foundation indeed, but many ask that when you compare the Kenya Kwanza administration, the state of the economy they it did
not inherit high prices of fuel caused by external factors. He did not inherit devalued currency caused again by external factors. Much of what was happening in 2003 was basically mismanaged economy that had a great potential. But you're dealing here with situations that have external factors that are so heavy, and you're dealing with a debt situation that is humongous, and you're trying to reduce on borrowing at the same time gearing towards economic growth. And I think this is far much different, and President Ruto has steered it in a very cautious but bold manner.
Lastly, address us on
fulana kulitumchakasu jirtu nagaa radio orbo kuni mitatadei bitoko fulamati susmi torba
yono ini sumbira dachane ta kawira mangaza devin gabana county meru marro dibille ammatana waqi ayu durabase kuma karar mandura barchuma sonirra galchans warri kansoloti si falati masenetota durdu bigesan guyyaa khaleeti ta guyyaan kale guyyaa sadeesito warri senetooda guddumirraa wallahi kawira mangaza marro dibille fulasuniti waan torbaanu khamaga biraadhaan waqi ayu akumta jeche durabas eguma mana senetooda keessatti waan akka khamilikeeta lachuf gabbasan marro dibille du abarsa akka hasi abarani ju gudduma isi karkar egumduba video na akka eduna khamilikeeta gabbat fulasunitti jari senetooda akka eduni khuradaani gargar baamnane nami senetoti chuftinu gama irgudini gamisi gulubore akhanani kawira mangazani barchuma David Guya marro lameso amalle armandura kawira garaga akumkhana barchuma marra kara rabusu itbuan Guya gafasi leduba akumkhan durabati arralem talamesito ti akhanani warri khansolota county meru amantana achiti egere ganna kakka duha gaddemu agwarri barchuma rabusa jerema senetota durindum damanif sunindurati warri bulchot senetota hakka eduni Guya sun ka khale gabbate gudduma warra county sunta meru jecha kakka eddu jechen warri senetota hakka akorri jeruti county sunta meru ge namijof marata wangudduma man senetota hesabbe khagarammo warri kansolota su warra fiftu namu warra olu male jechi gari kaisan kawri namu watin jeru wan fakkan jedana khanani kawira mangaza nasu war senetota irrargatte barchuma fi David amalle marro lameso.
Mr. Speaker, from the submissions, it appears as if everybody in Meru is mad. We are in a season of madness in Meru. And Mr. Speaker, the only sane person in Meru today is the governor and the spouse. That is what has come out of the submission. But Mr. Speaker, could that be true? That all the great men and women of Meru, including the Deputy Speaker of this House, are mad, are in a season of madness, and the only lucid person can be the governor. Mr. Speaker, that presupposes and that indicates there's a big problem that an impeachment cannot solve. Mr. Speaker, we have a patient with 2 damaged kidneys. We take out 1 kidney, the patient will not survive. You take out the governor, you leave the assembly, you still have a problem. You reinsert the kidney, which is the governor, you still have a problem. Mr. Speaker, Article 192 says that where a county government has irretrievably broken down, that county should be suspended, that county should be sent to a fresh election. And so, Speaker, even though we do not have the regional jurisdiction on that, I want to encourage the citizens of Meru to call for a suspension of the county government, to send Governor Kawira Mwangaza back to the people, and to send the MCS back to the people.
Sonini Senator Kajuang hani marro dibila jeruti county sunta Meru ge namichuf maratu maaj akka inni moti nami maratan tatini Kawira Mwangaza jasisi challajat inni ak jeruti warri county sunta Meru ge jir maratu masulakkisu malani man jannani waggantu wagga maratu warra fakate jed inni marro dibila kimuti warri sunduka MCS county sunta Meru marro dibila of korkorate ofri David of lalu malte wanguduma man senetoda gesatti guya khale bua akbua Kawira Mwangaza jari senetoda akakaidu marro dibila gabbate gudum Kawira but warri akakaidu lengudum senetoda sunkesa dubba warri senetoda kakalen khari jari gari wan jarwana kana takduranu arginen dage no wanguduma man senetoda sunkesa bay amadu dudu birrati garachsa turba khalkani khura dani akana warri senetota agi guddan gama Kawira boye akana seneta Kawira Mwangaza wake folche amalle barchuma isi khaduri David
Unitero fulana kutumchaka sujetu naga radio orbo kuni mitateri ibito proklamatif susmi torba
yono ni sumbira yani ka minister Moses Kuria as kainar mandur minister dame beshara jiru amadana dame ministota jalal Davidson marro dibille amadana chinkam khejir egumori senetota khaduba armandura garpa tumgari sagul wali barchuma argatan warri senetot UDL namma Moses Kuria ko bitqabu jiran Kuria namafani nago kanne jirwana kakkeddu khadubatulle senetoti agsati ma senetota kesa kadubata korri jiruti amma tanduba Moses Kuria fulisa defanne isayu barchum khana yo khan ragal chumalani marro dibilla duba jecha kakka khanni kharatu itar khanambal barres kharak lesati barres chufwani fakkanne wanguduma ma senetota ti fi fulaka kakkeddu demu jira mantan Moses Kuria armandura jecha kakkeddu qara akum hankileske jir waqti hamuyu amma mantanta war senetota ta khesuma war party sal khachift gumar mandurati namtichi khana bani bulchani lafsunta motumma la falata UK Kenya dufe gale Kuriyaani karaa Twitter isaatiin barreessa waan jedhu marroo ribiille amma tana warri bulchooti dhugaa yaayyuu san keessa galtu kaane namii bulchaa dhugaa kaane namii bulchaa isan qara guddum jaala isan gudduma waggaa kaane torban kan keessa waan isa dubbachuu jirtan warri bulchaa dhugaatiin ni agalee amma warri bulchoota dharataan yaayyuu waltaftee jedhee karaa Twitter isaa barreessa sun gudduma oduu akka hedduu dhalte. Eegisuni warri bulchoota akka hedduun ta'a keessumaa warkeenya kwanza leeni kuriyaa guddum irra dubbatte ammaan tana jarsanitoota dura jechi akka hedduun dhufuu jira akka Moses Kuriyaayyuu isaayyuu barcuma kana aadmalee jedhanii karaa akkaatiin itti qoruu jiran kursummaan kan hin taane ammoo jechi akka yaayyuu amma sanitoota duraatti.
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Senate, I want to register my disappointment in the increasingly unbecoming conduct of Cabinet Secretary, a man who's continually embarrassing the appointing authority and casting serious doubts on the choice ability of none other than His Excellency, the President. Mr. Speaker, sir, that tweet was in bad taste. It paints senators as cheap people who have no cognitive abilities to make interpretation of the matters that are before us and make a sober decision that is in the interest of the Constitution and the people of Kenya. Mr. Speaker, this is the 14th impeachment hearing that the Senate is hearing, and I've had opportunity to vote in almost all of them. I take great exception in the conduct of Moses Kuria and the things that he said about this House and the colleagues that he's listed. In fact, Mr. Speaker, I now agree with members of this House who have brought censure motion before to discuss the conduct of this particular minister, because at every given opportunity he has done nothing other than embarrass the appointing authority. In fact, it is my submission, Mr. Speaker, that the earlier CS Moses Kuria is let off his duty, the better for this administration, Mr. Speaker. Because every single day, in every action that he undertakes, he continues to embarrass the president and the people. No wonder the people of Kiambu resoundingly rejected his bid to be their governor, Mr. Speaker.
If the conduct of CS Moses Kuria was to be considered, his conduct falls within the threshold of impeachment. If he was a governor and if he was brought to this House, he would definitely be impeached. And Mr. Speaker, I want to urge the members of the other House, because they're the ones who have the responsibility of censuring and sending home cabinet secretaries, to take serious judicial notice of the conduct of this particular cabinet secretary, and this House, through the relevant committee, can come up with resolutions that can then be used to move the other House to discuss his conduct and to have him censured. And I hope that Senator Cheriot, because you've got the ear of the president who's the appointing authority, let us not just complain in this House. Go and tell the boss that this guy is an embarrassment, not just to the government, but to the Republic of Kenya. He is an embarrassment to the entire East Africa. The deals he has done has made Kenya look like a pariah when it comes to issues of supply chain of oil and edible oil. Mr. Speaker, this man must go. Moses Kuria is an incorrigible national shame. Mr. Speaker, one of the things that I ask myself is just how much embarrassment does the president have capacity to endure? And I can assure you that if nothing is done about Moses Kuria, there is no embarrassment coming. That one I can guarantee. Mr. Speaker, what is most hurtful is that even after your communication, the CS who ordinarily should be asleep thinking about how he's going to make the lives of Kenyans better had the audacity to fire off another tweet on material that was presented before this House. Mr. Speaker, what I want us to do, honestly speaking, action must be taken.
And when a CS, just a log CS gets out there to make some very funny comments on social media, it is very embarrassing and is not serving.
warri senatoota kanaan akka hedduun guddum irra dubbatan akka Moses Kajuan akka Aaron Cherioti warri huncuuf warra marroo dibille duuba Moses Kuriyaani yaayyuu maqaan balleesse addunyaa gubbaatti wanni akka khayni kokkorchuuf waani atin jir nami bulchaa tokko mizima waan kan ta'u malle ammaan tanaatti gar ministoota nami warri dameen ministoota galchuu dandeettu war bungootati warri bungoota ammata Moses Kuria waan isaan korkorachuu maltee waan gudduma guyyaa kaleema senatoota keessallee dubbatan.
Bulletin fulana bulletin caka sujurtu naga radio orbo kuni mitateri ibito proklamatif susmi torba
galatoma sanin jira caqaftoteen fulanu dhaga'uu jirtaniif karan waliin jirtan cufaabsunitti guddisteen ta'utu mirga bitaati oduu sannamisi qopheeskii maqaa waaqoo chaaritii galatoma ulfaadha sanin jira irra fagaatina sanin jira manoduu kana gara reediyoo irra gar tokkollee hin fagaatini sin jira waqtii kamuyyuu galatoma ulfaadha sanin jira haa waqtii kamuyyuu nu waliin jiraatanii reediyoo namba gara nu tolfattan akkum suni caqas gurra nu kennita waqtii kamuyyuu galatoma ulfaadha sanin jira fagaatina sanin jira diski akka hedduu arma kana sheeki waliin jirtanii ammallee akkum suni waan akka hagaafillee hojja gaafii qabaattellee dandeette akkasiin sheeki irra dhageeffata fagaatina sanin jira.
Na huo ndio mwisho wa habari ya Radio Nagaha. Kwa habari zinapochipuka piga simu kwa nambari 0769250378. Radio Nagaha ni taarifa ya sasa. Radio Nagaha, sauti ya star. Kwa hiyo sisi tunaomba kabisa vijana wetu pia katika county government, national government tuweze kuangalia, kwa sababu tukiangalia